Hello and welcome to another Gambit video. Today's Gambit is called the Rousseau Gambit and is a Gambit against the Italian opening. So the Italian opening has a lot of little pawn moves that you have to get exactly right. And it's very theoretical. And with the Rousseau Gambit you avoid this theory and get a game on your own terms. So let's jump into it. So it's e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and the Rousseau Gambit is playing f5. Here white can go wrong in several ways. For example, white can try to defend the pawn with the knight, in which case you simply capture, and after captures you have this fork. So it can go wrong for white that quickly. Another common move that is bad for white is to capture the pawn, accept the gambit, because then you have e4. And your knight takes up these squares, your queen takes up these squares, so usually white will jump back. Actually, white could go here, and if you capture it, that would be this queen to h5, and this is good for white. Yeah, and you cannot capture because then queen could capture. So if white play this move, you should simply develop the other knight, and after captures you can recapture. Yeah, maybe this pawn is better, and open up here. Anyway, usually white will go here, in which case you can push. And if white goes here, you even have a move like this, attacking the pawn, and white has nothing better to do than give it up and play like this. And this is slightly better for black. It's not completely terrible, but this is optimal for black, and it's better than white's position. And even if white goes back, you can simply capture here, and your plan is to yeah, in this case you can actually even push the pawn further and attack the knight, and the bishop here defends this pawn. So so this is just bad for white. Yeah. Also, white might play d3, and you can develop the bishop. And if white tries to go for this move here, then you have this move blocking the defense of the knight, so it has to do something. And if it goes here, you even have this move here attacking and threatening checkmate. And white might block, in which case you go to h3, and if knight captures, then there's d5, and if bishop captures, then you have this bishop move attacking the queen. And if the pawn blocks, then you can go here. And if captures, then you can go here, attack the rook, and if the rook tries to save itself, then there's this move. And the king cannot escape, so white would have to give up the queen. So here again you see how you can it can go wrong for white. It can go very wrong. Another thing white might do is to move the queen here instead, but you still jump up here, and you try to make this fork on the king and queen. And if queen tries to save herself, then there is the hero move of the position, the most flashy move. Can you find it? Otherwise, maybe consider pausing for a bit to find it, because it's super nice move. Otherwise, I will tell you now. The move is, at first you attack the rook, and after it saves itself, you do this bishop checks, attacks the queen, and after queen takes, you have this fork here, and this is just bad for white. So really a tricky opening to play against. And yeah, I should actually also say in this line, after this, white might go here, which is the best move. Here you shouldn't do anything fancy, you should just move the king. And it doesn't look good, but it's fine for black. Black is actually better. So no worries. Yeah, and best for white, I don't know if you know the move or if you've guessed it, but best for white is actually to play d4. Yeah, in which case a lot of stuff can happen. So yeah, you can simply capture here, and if knight captures, you can bishop, and knight captures, there's a game to be played. White is better, but it's playable for black. So and yeah, I don't expect you to get into this too much at lower levels. So anyway, if you played the Rousseau Gambit, then please leave a comment. I'd love to hear how it's been going. And if you try it out after watching this video, then I would also like to hear how things will go for you. Otherwise, that was all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon.